Today, let's look into how we can create an Angular library. So, why do we need Angular libraries? Angular libraries basically help us reuse our component services and directive in multiple Angular projects. So let's go ahead and create a Angular project. For that, I will give it a name library demo. And I'm going to say yes, no, CSS. And it has created a bunch of boilerplate files for me, and currently it is completed. I can actually go to my Angular project directory, and using my code editor, which is VS Code, I can launch the generated Angular application. Now this is the default CLI generated Angular application, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the app component.html and remove the default HTML from there, close it, and at this point we just have a basic Angular application ready. And what we're going to do is, for this Angular application, we are going to use basically go ahead and add a library using the CLI command ng for generate library and the library name. In this case, I'm going to give the name mylib. Basically, Angular libraries cannot run on their own. They run in the context of an Angular project. So that's the reason we have to add this to the Angular project. And it looks like it has modified 3 files for us and is currently doing some npm package installations. So by the time it's doing the installation, let's just walk through the changes it has done to the 3 files. So let's just go to the source code difference over here, and inside the project tag for the angular.json file, it has actually added the library path and the library details here. It has added a new NuGet package in the package.json, and in the TS file basically it has just given the dist of the dist location where the library will be built and kept, and rest all file looks to be in the proj folder anyway. So let's just go back to the explorer, to the proj and mylib. So these were all the files, library files, that were added as a result of the previous CLI command. What we can look at as is at this file over here, that is the public/api.ts. This file is the public facing API of the library. Basically, whatever you expose over here will get exposed to the applications that are actually consuming this library. And in this case, what we have done is we have my library component.ts. This is the component that we would try and use in our actual Angular application. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the text to like hello from mylib, which is inside the paragraph tag. And what we can do here is this is the module to which the component actually belongs. So what we have to do now in order to get this working, first is basically go ahead and ng build our library. So we can do that by ng build, and library name is going to take some time, and build out this library. Basically put the contents of this library into the dist folder and inside another subfolder with the library name itself. That is kind of going to help us. And the second thing what we need to do is we need to take the module name over here. In my case it is mylib module, and go to basically my Angular application and find the app.module.ts file, go to the import section and actually try and paste this into the import tags. and we can just use the import statement to just import from my library. We can save this, and what we can do now is we can just go. Okay, before I hit the command to run the project, what we can do is we can go to app.component and actually try using the component from the library itself, and the name for that component was mylib. What we can do is we can open it, close it, and that's it. And now we can say npm start. This internally is going to trigger ngserve, and without the hyphen o, so it's just going to uh, host the application up for me at a URL, and I can just take that in a browser and just load it up over there. So it's going to take some time to build. Let's just wait for the build to complete here. Okay, now that the build has actually completed, what we can do is we can go to the browser and check if our app would actually load the URL. Yes, and our application is actually present at localhost 4200, and you can clearly see that the text is getting pushed on the browser from the Angular library. So yeah, that's it for this video. What we are going to do next is we are going to enhance the library a bit in the next video and try and publish it out.